You know what time it is. It's time for the LockMarie Talk Show with your girl. Yes, you already know. Give me love. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for my love, y'all. Thank you for my love. It's your girl, Coach Lock Marie. Happy Saturday! Yay! We made it through the week. Even though every day is Saturday when you happy, you really kind of lose track of the days of the week unless you have specific things, that you do on specific days of the week kind of thing. But yeah, it's it's a mindset because now that I'm living I guess you could say a different type of life or a new life, I look back at when I was on a schedule daily in my corporate job. I still enjoyed myself during the week and had a good time and would lose track when I started enjoying what I was doing, whether it went for a month or 3 months or 6 months or whatever. I lost track of what was going on, and then that's when things shifted. That's when things started happening. That's when positions started coming open, and I ended up transferring or ended up with another um, opportunity, another job, or another position. But when you're focused on the stress, or you're focused on the issues, or you're focused on things you don't like wherever you are, then that's when you continue to live that and repeat that and have to deal with that daily. You have to make your life a game. You have to really stop being so serious about everything. And when I say that, I mean in the sense of if your seriousness is um, detrimental to your health, if you're being serious about life, means you're always upset, you're always stressed, you're always angry, you need to stop taking life so seriously. Now, if your seriousness is being happy, being positive, you know, taking each day at a time, understanding that things happen and it all is working out for your good, then yeah, by all means, continue with that seriousness because that's what's going to keep elevating you and allowing you to receive things that you desire in life. Um, so yeah, it's every day's a Saturday when you live in a good life, and a good life means different things to different people. As long as you're living the life you desire to live and you consider a good life, you don't owe anyone else any explanation as to what you're doing or why you're living the life you're living. You have no one else, no other human person to answer to. So stop allowing them to put more pressure on you that you don't need. Take example from their life because I guarantee you the same person who's expecting you to give them play by play of your decisions and choices in life and your reasonings for things that you do ain't giving you nothing but more responsibility. So just relax and enjoy your life because it's only yours to live and no one else can live it for you but you. And the sooner you realize that, the easier your life will be. I wanted to come on and do a podcast this morning. I had thought about this the other day. Y'all, what is going on with us in this world? There's this new thing, this new trend with if the person that you're like, say you're a female or you're a male, we're gonna just jump right in today, all right? Because I left my everything positive, my positive thinking book. I left it at my other spot, so I can't read one of those today. But you have um, say you meet someone and you have intentions because that's what it is. Your thoughts. You have either met a man or you have met a woman and you want more from them than they want from you or excuse me. Hold on real quick. I still got my morning voice on. Or you met them or attracted them from a different vibrational standpoint. And I know that went over a lot of people's head, but when the word attract is not physically based. You think it's their outer appearance that got your attention or their hair or their, presentation physically. And that may have been the case. And if that was the case, then that is why the rest of what we're going to discuss is not working. Because you were attracted to them based on appearance only. Now, if you are energetically, spiritually, vibrationally attracted to someone, that's a different level. Okay? So, I'm going to need us to really take a step back and laugh at ourselves because it's funny to me. Every time I see these posts now, I laugh. And I know people are using them and doing the reels because it's funny, it's good entertainment. But there are really people out there who believe this. Someone has thought this over and over and over and over, excuse me, until it has actually become a belief of some people. So when they say it or they post it or they agree with it, on a post, they're serious as all get out, right? They are really, really serious about it. But it's really funny to me. Because like I said, I'm in about a week or 3 weeks, I will be 49 years old, you guys. I'm so excited. I really am getting, the older I get, I look forward to my birthdays like I did when I was a kid. Like, I've never been like, oh God, another birthday. I've never been like that. I enjoy maturing and growing. Because someone special told me the other day that you're not, they say older because the numbers are increasing, but you're really young with it, or you're really developing still because you've never been this age before. So you're really 49 years young because you don't know anything about being 49 years old. You don't know anything about being 16 if you're 15. If you're 21, you don't know anything about being 22 years old. A 17-year-old has never been 18 a day in their life, but you expect them to know everything and become a grown person at the age of 18 and be responsible for their livelihood. If you have not taught them to do that, them switching over into that next age is not going to do it. I am sorry to tell you. It's a mental state of mind. That's why age is just a number. You have to have maturity in the mind and the emotions in order to be older in situations. And so, um, with that being said, this new trend that we got going where, if I don't hear from you, if you ain't called me or you ain't text me, then we through before we even get started kind of thing. Y'all funny. So, y'all know me. I always got to be the angel's advocate because I ain't no devil. Help me understand, okay? So, what you are saying is that I hope I didn't push nothing. I be pushing buttons, y'all, and messing up stuff. But what you are saying is that regardless to how we came to know one another, now the criteria for us to be together or for me to like you, to love you, or to want to have anything to do with you, you're going to have to call me every day, text me every day, or come see me every day. Then I'm going to let you know right now, I will never work for none of y'all. Because I ain't got the time or the energy to deal with nobody every day. Nor does anyone else with a life, with passion, with purpose, with something going for themselves. That is just humanly impossible to give any other person, human being, all of that energy. It is not worth it. I'm sorry. Now, don't get me wrong, because I know, because I've been there. I've been there. I've lived that life. Okay? We want to be first priority. We want to be put on the pedestal. We want to be this. We want to be that. If I'm not your everything, if I'm not your all in, listen at what you're saying. Because think about it. I got a son. Women, you got sons. You got daughters, right? Men, you got children. Do you want another human being putting that pressure on your child? See, you're looking at your child from a parent perspective, right? So you're pushing them to get their life in order, to start off right in life, to make it happen, to focus on school or focus on a job or, build up, save your money, purchase a home, what I'm saying? Everything you didn't do, right? Mind you, this is everything all the energy you put into another person, right? That you no longer with, or that you only had a child with. They only your baby daddy or your baby mama. You never married them. You never really was in anything with them other than the fact that you have children together. And you've moved on since then and dated and been with other people, right? But you want your child to do the opposite of that. But now you done got old and insecure or whatever your reasoning is. And now you want other people to fill voids in your life because you didn't do stuff to keep that void filled by a career or a passion or yourself. You never got to know yourself enough to realize you don't need another person to check up on you. You don't need another person to call you, to text you, or to page you daily. So if somebody was putting that pressure on your child, what would you tell your child? I know as being a mom, having a son, if my son came to me and said, Mom, I really like this girl, but she always complain. Because, see, my son going to be in school. He going to be working. Like, he going to be doing stuff. right? He not gonna be sitting around twiddling his thumbs unless he wants to, because he's going to be established enough to do that. But if he's focused on making stuff happen, and he got a girl who's putting extra pressure on him to quote unquote date her, pursue her, whatever the terms are that we've used in life, I'm going to tell him as his mother to kick her to the curb. To tell her to pound sand. Don't let, no, let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. And anything else y'all can think of that we say to tell people, deuces. Because he don't need that extra pressure. I can look back when me and his father met, okay? He had a career, I had a career. I had more structure, I guess you could say, because where I worked, it was 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, all holidays off. We never worked weekends, so I knew my schedule, right? His father's was more open. He could kind of work overtime, or he had to work certain hours. He had to work certain shifts because of his line of work and his major and what he did and the positions he held, the titles. He had a lot going on when we met, right? What attracted me to his dad, was the fact he was not like other men. I didn't see pictures of him trying to prove his masculinity or prove his body parts kind of thing. And so during that time, my mindset was not there. And so I could care less about that. My mind was on, what are you doing? How can we build? What can we establish together? So that is what attracted, of course, the physical appearance. I got to be able to look at you. I must, yes, I am that, what y'all want to call, I am vain on that. Yes, I must like what I see when I see you. So I liked what I saw, and he had his shit together. Okay? He had, for his age, because his dad is younger than me, yes, his stuff was together. He was very impressive on paper. Okay? So I understood who he was as a man. I started, seeing. Of course, when a man first meet you, yes, maybe the first week, the first month, depending on the man, the first day, I don't know, you're going to get his full, undivided attention. Okay? But ladies, hear me out and hear me well. Because we're worse with this than men are. Because most men are about their business. Because that's what they've been taught to do. See, we women been taught to be prima donna, what's the word? Entitled, sitting waiting for him to come sweep me off my feet. I'm the queen. So you ain't or haven't done nothing, right? Kind of thing. But when I saw all he had going, right? And yes, our first couple of weeks or so, we talked every day, just about 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. That's any relationship that's new and fresh. You can expect that. Like you can, you know what I'm saying? Like if you both, like I said, if you're both on the same page, and it varies man to man. So you can't expect because one guy you dated or you liked spent every waking moment with you, sun up, sun down, literally moved into your place with you. Because he did that, the next dude may have a job. He may have a life. He may have kids. He may have a family he's supporting. You cannot expect a man to stop living to put every energetic, every waking moment into you. That is just stupid to me. And this is my podcast, so I say what I want to say. I cannot fathom. I don't want a man's attention that much. That's too much attention, in my opinion, and I am entitled to it. That is a needy person who do not know who they are, and they need validation from someone else in order to feel loved or appreciated. That's what that is to me. And that's me. That's my opinion, and I am entitled to it just as you're entitled to yours. You don't have to agree. And I ain't got nothing, no love lost if you don't. But I'm trying to help you out as to maybe why you don't keep a man, can't keep a man, or never had a man. Or when you get a man, he's the one that always leaves you. See, my situation is different. I'm the one who, she's a runner, she's a track star. Oh, that song is funny to me. I've left my relationships. Okay. So it was by choice. And it was multiple dynamics involved. Not one thing, well, he did this, so no. And I was with the people for a long enough time for us to have either worked through it to energetically become back aligned to where we were, or to realize this ain't gonna work. We've grown apart, or things have shifted, and in order for me as a woman to keep my peace of mind and my sanity, I must do what's best for me. Okay? So, in relationships, ladies, because I could tell you how to, because I promise you, first of all, I wouldn't have never met my son's father. I would have had other first men in my life. Because I have, and still to this day, if they are single, and I'm going to just keep it honest, some of them are with someone. If I was to call and say, what's up? Yeah. But if you want to have that type of energetic vibration, ladies, or attraction, you listen to me, you learn something. Because I ain't never had an issue getting a man, or getting attention, or keeping attention at all. It's what attention I desire to keep or to have. You know what I'm saying? Or to pursue as an individual. We all have choices. And just because I get attention don't mean I want that attention or I desire. I dismiss a whole lot of attention daily. Matter of fact, me and one of my friends in college, junior college, we had little black books. And it was a game. We would go around when we didn't have no class, or we had 3 hours. Let's say we would have a competition. Let's see who can get the most numbers. And we did. And I gotta find her. I'ma find her. I'ma set some intentions to find her and her sister, my best friends. That was my crew. But I have not seen them in years. But I need to find them and see how they doing. But yeah, we were some cute little hotties back then, y'all. Ooh, you think I'm sexy now? Me and that little girl, we ran that campus. But yeah, we would purposely do that. Just write numbers down just to see, because it's easy to do. That's why I never understand ladies who say there are no men, or I can't meet. If you keep saying that, you never will. Because as you think in your heart, so are you. If you think you never can find a man or get a man, or have a good relationship, you won't. You have what you say. You have what you focus on. And if you are that person who wants one person for 50 years, you can have that. If you are one person who, want to actually literally be in a till the physical death we do part, because even that, there are many types of deaths. You have a lot of people who are in relationships who are mentally dead, who are emotionally dead, who are financially buried, but they got a man, they got a woman, because they holding on until the physical croaking, the physical body goes into the ground. But you are not living. You are like a zombie. You are like a mannequin. Just a robot. Programmed. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. Every now and then you'll get a spark. An anniversary or a holiday. You'll get a excitement. Something happened out of the ordinary. Other than that, you're like that robot Vicky that I used to watch on television. She was the daughter, I think, in the show years ago, but she was a robot. But people thought she was a girl. That's the way we are. But you have a choice, ladies. And it starts with your mental. It starts with your thinking. And I need to say this because I have friends back in Cali who are older women who are still single because of this. But I've just met recently a young girl, and when she made the statement, I'm going to get back on track, but I just have to put this little plug in there. She made the statement, and I was like, wow. We were talking, and so she's single, so she's been looking for a man. So anytime I see some, I be like, hey, what about him? What about that? She made the statement to me because I said, hey, I said, there's 3 new guys here. You might want to introduce yourself, or see, because these women now, they bold. And so she said, first thing she said was, and this is a sister, and she said, what color are they? And I was like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, what does that matter? But like, she said, are they black? I said, yeah. She said, Now this is a black woman. Okay, she just graduated from high school, so she ain't even got started yet, and her mindset is already right. She said, oh, I don't date black men. And so y'all have to excuse me, but I'm from a different generation. So when I hear that, I laugh within. I'm like, what do you mean you don't do? I'm like, who said, who just okay. I said, so because I am getting into the age where people don't just say stuff to me, and I don't feel that I have the right to, you said it, so I want to know more. I ask more. So I said, let me ask you a question. Why don't you date? And I said, your brothers. That's what I said. And she said, because I had a bad experience. And I just shook my head. I said, so you telling me that you are literally going to let one bad apple? And when I said that, she just started laughing because she already knew what was coming. You gonna let that one bad apple spoil it for the rest of the whole bunch? I said, okay. I said, we all got a preference. We all got a choice. But that being your reasoning is not a good reason. I said, because you will miss out on one of the best things in your life. I said, because let me tell you, sister, it's not a color thing. What you experienced comes in every color. If you don't believe me, go ask another sister that's not a sister, if you know what I'm saying. Go talk to another female from another race that don't look like you, And I promise you, she done dealt with the same brother of another. Because it's not a color thing, it's a character, it's a personality, it's an energy. And now that I'm learning what I'm learning, sisters, is what you are attracting from that man. But a lot of us as women are not ready for that. So we won't go there. But yeah, so my heart went out to her as a young girl, and I said a little prayer that she would not miss something great being closed mind and being scarred from something that probably, I don't know, because she's only 19, so I mean, really? And that's my thing. Unless he was 45 or 35, or you were dealing with a kid. You were dealing with a little boy who didn't even know who he was. Like, because I talked to some of my guy friends we've graduated high school together and we're all adults now. But when I talk to them on the phone, they tell me and I tell them how, we used to look at them as teenage girls, what we would think about them and our conversations toward them. And the first thing that comes out of these grown men mouths about themselves then was, I was just a kid though. And the thoughts that they think, the thoughts we as girls think that guys are thinking when they look at us or when they see us, ladies, we got it all wrong. For real. Because I laugh and I'm like, wow, they were scared to death. They didn't have no thought. Their minds was on total different things. Now, if you gave it up, oh yeah, they little thing want, yeah, they want it. But that wasn't what their focus was. We made it their focus because we thought that they needed that or that's what they wanted. We created that from them. And when I say we, I'm just being nice, putting myself in that, because I was a virgin until I was in my 30s, late 30s at that. So, and I had many guy friends. I couldn't have a boyfriend because my parents would have shot me back to Jesus. The PJs, me and my brother like that part. But I had a lot of guy friends or acquaintances, a little secret, I like him, he like me kind of things, that I couldn't date him, but we had our little you my girl kind of thing. And so, but I never, not once did they pressure me or even bring up sex with me. And so I never lived that lifestyle. I never had pressure to have sex with any of them. And maybe it's because they knew it was so easy to get it from the other ones. I mean, I'm just saying, I was always the one, you gonna be a good catch, you gonna be a good wife, or they made the respect level because I expected to be respected. I focused on being, what I'm saying, who I was. I didn't allow what I thought they was thinking to control me. I had my own thoughts about me, and I extracted that out into the universe, into the atmosphere, and that is what I got back from people. And that's what I still, all my life, have gotten back. I know when I've shifted in my thinking or when I need to clean up my thoughts or my vibration, because what I attract and what I get from people and how they act. That's why I can stay in relationships or friendships with people for so long, because I keep myself, for the most part, I'm energetically and emotionally in tune with myself and what I want and desire from the relationships. I I understand now. I deliberately have created a lot of situations and things that I have come in contact with in my life because that's what I wanted. That's what I desired. And you get the desires of your heart. But if you are all over the place, if you don't know what you want from here to there, if I like variety in life. I like new stuff, new people, meeting new people, going new places. I don't want to get stuck one place for the rest of my life. The only thing I've ever wanted to be consistent with and have been consistent with for the duration of the consistency in those is a relationship. But friends and, places you go and things you do, I like variety. I'm a Gemini. That's my nature. That's how God created me to be. And if that's not you, then you do you. But for those women who evidently it's not you to have multiple friends or multiple relationships, you for some reason feel you're validated if you can have on your stripes on your jacket, like in the Army and the Marines. You want your stripes that how long y'all been together? 55 years. That's what we want to say. 33 years, girl. Like that makes you something special because you done stuck it out. You done fought through. Okay. Whatever makes you feel good. But if it ain't been pleasant, if it ain't been, you put more pressure on yourself than you need to. Because it don't have to be like that. It can be 35 glorious years. It can be 15 glorious years. It can be 20 glorious weeks. 2 glorious days. It can be. But you have to, it starts with you. But we as women, we are constantly pointing the finger at the men. We are constantly telling them what they better, can, shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't, and must do for us, the prima donnas, the queens of the castle. But if you're not getting from him what you want, then that is all based on what you are putting out. And I'm not talking about put out, you know what I mean. What you are energetically expressing or focused on. Let me help you out, ladies, because I have been here. If you are with a man who will not seem like he will not work, he seems like he will not keep a full-time job to save your life, his life, or anybody else's life involved, it is because that is what you focus on the most. If you want a man who is going to work, is going to handle business, is going to pay bills, going to take initiative, you need to focus on what it is you desire and not on what you don't desire. I have been in both situations with the same person, and I've seen night and day in both situations. But it was me who had to change my focus and my thoughts on the situation in order for the situation to change. If you feel he this and he that and he this, he that, he's going to be this, that, and this and that. Because that is what you are evoking and you are pulling and drawing from him. That is why a guy will do that, leave that relationship, and then get with the next and become one of the most hardworkingest men in the world. Because the next woman does not pull that from him because she's not focused on that. So, ladies, stop focusing on the fact that he ain't calling, he ain't texting, he ain't, because he never will. If that is where your focus is, that is why those are the type of people you are dealing with. And that is why you keep going from guy to guy or keep giving your ultimatums. Look, let me I'm sorry, I can't even say it without laughing. Let me let you know up front, okay? Look, if you gonna be with me, you look. I expect you to call me every day. I expect you to this. I expect, and the dude be like, "Ooh, okay, I'm good." Like, okay, he'll do it for about a week, and then he be like, "Man, it's too much energy," and he's gonna go then and get with what he should have attracted. She's gonna go then and get with what she should have attracted from that type of mindset. Instead of it being a physical attraction, it's an energetic attraction with someone who also has a career, someone who also has a life, someone who also has a job, who also has a family, who understands that I'm not going to be 100% available for you at all times. Think about it. You're dating someone and you want their full undivided attention. Then when you get with them, you expect them to get busy working, doing and everything. So now you want them to shift and become a total different person than the person who was at your coattail or your skirt tail 24/7. Now you smothered. Now they doing too much. Make up your mind. You got that momentum going. You stirred up that. So if you want you want to be consistent in your relationships. So if you meet someone and he only texts you every other day or once a week, or let it be. Don't force something that's not supposed to be anything else. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. See, the thing is, you are so hard up on someone else being in your life, or being able to post pictures of you and your boo, or being able to post what your man done bought you and what. But that is still showing you are not a secure person. Whether you post or not, whether you're in a relationship or not, you have to know who you are in order to feel accomplished or to feel or be happy as a person. Putting pressure on other people, responsibility on other people that is not their responsibility, doesn't do anything but put more lack of love in you for you. Because then you're like, well, I must not be good enough. Her man called her. And see, that's the problem. Comparing yourself to other women. Her man calls her every day because that is what she wants. And that is what she has attracted from him. And that is the relationship they're on. You as a woman, you gotta know, is this what I truly desire for me? Because I need this? Or do I just want this because I want to be in competition with what everybody else is doing? Because I want to be able to say, oh yeah, my man call me all the time, because that's what my girls are saying. Because I feel bad when they like, girl, your man he ain't called you. Girl, my man always check up on me and make sure I'm okay. See, and they say that as if that's a good thing. When I'm gonna be honest, because I done been there where it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he love you or he care about you. It's the fact that he don't trust you and he keeping up on your ass. You said you going out with your girls, but he don't believe you because he got some stuff going on with him. And he got some trust issues. So he gonna always call you, check up on you, sneak up on you, pop up on you, pull up on you. Y'all got all kind of words and phrases now. Surprise you with flowers. Surprise you with a snack or a treat. When behind that snack or treat is he looking around the environment to see what other dudes is there and whether or not you talking to him or he see anything going on between you and that other person. So ladies, don't get that twisted. When you do have somebody who's constantly calling, texting, and all that, popping up and all that, what impresses me now as a woman, because I am very mature and I'm developing daily, is a man who can go a week. Is this thing on? Hello? Let's ring the bell just in case. Yeah, it's on. He can go a day. He can go 3 days. He can go a week. And if he want to go a month, he can go a month without contacting me. Because he know and he is confident in his manhood and in what he has invested or is investing in us or has spoken into us to let me know where I stand. And he understands that I'm confident enough in us to know that just because I haven't heard from him don't mean he's out laid up with somebody else. You know why? When you haven't heard from them and you do, or you pop up on them, they with somebody else, because you created that reality by your thoughts about them. But everybody's not ready for that. You want to know why he cheating on you? Because you said he was cheating on you? Because you said, see, you think it's because he did it and then no, that's what you want other people to think. But you know the thoughts that you have. You know your insecurities that created that reality for you. If you want to be in a loyal, committed relationship, then I don't care what your girlfriend went through with hers, what you saw on the news, because they created those realities for themselves. You got to focus on what you desire. A committed, loyal, trusting, secure, confident relationship between the both of you. But you cannot expect to attract a confident, assured, loyal man if you are not a confident, secure, loyal female. If you still energetically got some issues, if you still dealing with some traumatic stuff in you, you are going to attract the same thing sooner than later. You got to make sure and know that you are strong enough energetically or vibrationally to maintain what you attract. Because if you don't, you're going to revert back into that mindset of, oh my God, he ain't called me. Oh my God, where he at? What he doing? Oh no. And then you're going to go online and every post you see, every video you see, gonna be talking about, dudes, if your man ain't called you, these are reasons why. He cheating, he this, he that. and you gonna take it as confirmation. But all it is the momentum. You're just attracting that because that's your focus. What you focus on is what you get in life. It ain't got nothing to do with confirmation. Whatever you got going on in you, you're going to always get that confirmation from something or something outside of you, because it's the law. You're going to attract that. You notice? And we see it with simple stuff like cars or colors. Girl, ever since I painted my nails pink, every woman I see got pink nails. That's because you're focused on those pink nails, so you're going to attract other women with pink nails. Cars. Girl, you make up in your mind, I'm going to get me a blue Honda, or I want me a Honda. You ain't seen no Hondas in your neighborhood. And as soon as you say you're going to get one, every other car you see everywhere you go is a Honda and it's blue. That's because you're energetically attracting that. It goes for everything in life, even with your relationships. If you want him to scream your name and not her name, then you need to put that out there. But if you are still hesitant, if you are still confused and frustrated within yourself and not confident and secure in your womanhood, yes, you need to take a step back and do the work, which is work on you. Focus on you so that when you do attract him, he will be what you desire. Now, let me say this, because like I said with me, and that's the only way I can give you examples is from the lives I've lived. You can attract the perfect. I mean the perfect man. Got all the qualities, everything you ever wanted and dreamt of, right? You energetically or spiritually or vibrationally got it all together. But you cannot force a man or men, you cannot force a woman to deal with themselves and what something that they still have to develop in or work on. You cannot force them. If you are a trusting person, you trust, you're secure in you know, like, oh, he coming home. Like, I ain't worried about. Ain't no other woman got what I got. He ain't thinking about no other woman when he leave me. I'm only thing he think about. And I guarantee you, that's what you put out. That's what's going. Girl, I can't think about nothing but you. Every time I'm just always looking at your pictures, and I just always. You're darn right you are, cause that's what I say. But if you feel that way, but say he still don't feel that way about himself in his dealings with you. You're confident, but why you love me? Why are you with me? What did I do to deserve you? I don't know. Like, you gonna leave me, huh? If he got some stuff going on with him, what happens is not on you. That's on him. He attracted that side of you by his actions or reactions to you. Because it is not your responsibility, ladies or gents, there's too much work, and it's not your work to energetically keep reassuring someone day in and day out of who you are to them or who they are to you. That is not your job. If they have attracted you for whatever reason, whether it's because y'all had history, you've been knowing each other for a long time, and now finally you've gotten the opportunity to make a dream come true. Because a lot of relationships started because they had a crush on you because when you were younger or something like that, or they always wanted to, men, you always wanted to hit it, but you never got the chance. But now you are other energies and other things are coming in play, and you got to work through all the other, because that's not going to just keep you together, that little desire that you had. There's more to us as people. We have more going on besides the fact that we both go to the same church or we both read the same Bible. It's a lot more. Two cannot walk together except they agree. That is not what they were talking about, because we both go to a church that have the same name on the building. Because we both wear blue. Because we both live in the same city. No, there's more to us all. So you have to know yourself. That's what they mean when they say don't get in a relationship or don't, take time to learn your. That's what they're talking about. It ain't. It's not what you thinking it is. It's way deeper because there's always going to come a time in a relationship or out of a relationship, in a marriage or out of a marriage, where that person is not going to be able to give you their full undivided attention. And ladies, I'm going to say this. You're not ready for what you think you want. A lot of it, you're not. Because a real bona fide man is not going to be available for you 24/7. It just ain't gonna happen. Now, yes, as the relationship evolve, as he get more invested in you, as he put a ring on it and you become his, he become yours. Yeah, he gonna be protective because they are territorial. That's the nature of them. They're gonna want to know. Well, they may go three. They be like, hold up. They gonna check their phone and see. Men are different than us. They may not say nothing, but in their mind, they like, wait a minute, she ain't text me today. Like they gonna think it. Women, we be like, oh hell no, and we get the phone and we start. Excuse me, but I have not heard from you. What is going on with you? What's your problem? Who you with? What hole you with? And then there you go. And see, then when he does it, you want to blame him. When you spoke that into existence. I know you ain't over there with no da-da-da-da-da-da. I know you did. You get what you focus on, whether you want it or not. So if you want him to be loyal, if you want him to be honest, if you want him to tend to you and give to you and love you, that is what you need to focus on. Love. The best of him. If, okay, you ain't heard from him you met him today. He called you for 3 days straight. Y'all talked 3 hours. And then 2 days you didn't hear from him. Red flag. No, it's not. Y'all crack me up with that. Within them 2 days, and try it, because this is why you don't know it works, because you ain't tried it, because you're doing a total opposite. The day you don't hear from him, say every day, say you met him Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he called you every morning like clockwork, or he texted you every morning. Thursday is and that was at 9:30 when he did it, or before 9:30, right? Thursday, you don't hear from him and it's 12 noon and you ain't heard from him. My first thought is the phone worked both ways. Why you sitting over there on your ass like you just Queen Sheba? You can call him. If you that interested in talking to him, you can let him know that you want to hear from him, because 9 times out of 10, he could have done it just to see if you going to contact him or call him. Men like, look, what Martin? Bruh love need love too. Bruh man want love too. So, if he ain't called you, text him. Say, hey babe, just thinking about you. Just, hadn't heard from you. Hope you're having a good day. Talk to you soon. I guarantee you, he will either call you, text you, or pop up on you, because you did not come at him with that negative energy. You get what you put out. If he's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you haven't, the time that you don't hear from him, what you need to start doing is focusing on all the good times you have had with him up until then. If you do that, you will never have a lack of good times. There may come times because he may just have to go to the restroom. He may just have an appointment that his mind is focused on. He may have a bill he's trying to figure out how he gonna pay. Men don't tell you everything. They don't want to put that pressure or that stress on you. Not real men. Now, somebody who trying to get you to give unto them or some mate, I'm struggling right now. I can't. I need help right now. Cause he trying to pull at your sympathy, but a real one, 9 times out of 10, even if he tell you what's going on, he's never going to ask you to do anything. If you do, it'll be on your own, if he even accepts it. Because I know some men that won't ever accept money from you. Tell you, no, you keep that. I got this. But that's the dynamics. That depends on each relationship, and each relationship is different. And that's where we women mess up even there. You tell your girl, yeah, my man has some problems, so girl, my man wouldn't have never took that money from me. Your man taking money from you? Like, girl, my man, he will break my hand if I try to go in my purse and get. That's you and yours. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for doing what you done. I've been in relationship. I done bought cars. I done pay. I done a whole lot of stuff for the men I was with. But I ain't letting nobody, because if that's what I want to do, then that's my choice to do it. That's my priority, my prerogative to do it. Right? I'm not in comparison. I'm not in competition with no other woman with her and her man. And I prove that because I done left two, and my other folks are still with theirs. So if they thought they was competing with me, they got nothing coming. Because I got you beat on that, if that's the case. But because you're living your own life. I'm not living my life for other folks. I'm living my life for me. I got a friend right now, and she be, girl, we supposed to be in this together. The hell we are. It's your choice to stay with that and complain about it every day. My tolerance, I know me. I know how much I can bear. God said he will put no more on me than I can bear, and he will always make a way of escape. There will always be a way of escape so I can bear it. When I see that door, it's my choice whether or not. He done put the escape there. But you got to decide if you gonna walk through that door or not. You can't then blame God. He done sent you a helicopter, a boat, and a tank. And you still over there in the war zone talking about, I'm waiting on the Lord. I'm waiting on a sign. No, you there because you want to be. That's your choice to be. So ladies, I'm telling you, stop all this. He ain't this, he ain't that, because he never will. What you speak, what you think is what you get. What you focus on is what you become. If you want a man to but I'm telling you ladies, if you get about your business, if you get something going for you, you won't be worried about that dumb stuff. I'm not calling people dumb. I'm just saying the stuff that really don't matter. If he done text you, you can go through your phone and see 50 million conversations y'all done had. Why you worried about 2 days out of 365 days that he ain't text you? Really? Come on now. 365 days in a year. And if it was tallied up, you have spent at least 200 or more with him. I'm getting texts while I'm talking. You're getting... You got all that time and energy spent with that person, but you're going to focus on the time you didn't. Then this is what he needs to tell you, what this song is saying now. We can just be good friends. because that's too much pressure. That's too much. A man feels more li- when you leave the ball in his court. If you are the right woman and you doing the right by just being you, you don't have to worry about him going nowhere. He's going to be loyal. He's going to be there. He just may not be loyal like other people are loyal. That if he's not a attached person, you got to look at the life he lived before he met you. Was he up under a woman 24/7? Then all of a sudden he's not going to turn into something that he's not. Some men are those type of men. And if that's the type of man you want, then that's the type of man you need to go after. Because I promise you there's hundreds of thousands of them out there. If you need one, I can give you some numbers because I know a couple. But just be ready to pay the bills and to do everything else because all they're going to do is literally be up under you. See, you can't have your cake and eat it too, ladies. You got to figure out, do you want him to work or do you want him to be up under you? You want him to text you 24/7 or you want him to have a job where he's not going to be able to because he should be focused on the work that they're paying him to do. Or he's going to have his own business and he's running a business and he can't text you. He can't call you. And you cannot let how other men show love to you, to other women, dictate how your man shows love to you. If that is the love you want, then let him know that. Say, look, this is what I desire in a relationship. If you can't give that to me, then I need to find a man who can. And he should be man enough to say, all right, cool, because yeah, I can't give you that. Peace out. It was fun while it lasted. Y'all go your separate ways. Or you need to be woman enough to realize, well, if I say that, then he may leave and I may not find nobody. See? So it's both of y'all. Y'all got to figure out what you want. He got to be man enough to realize there's more fish in the sea. If she don't work, there's other women who will. And you got to realize the same thing. And then whether that's physical work, whether that's energetic work, whether that's relationship work, whether that's sexual work, whatever it is, there is somebody out there who will match you to the T. But I'm going to let you know, just don't be upset when they do, because then you're going to see yourself reflected. Because I've learned I'm not a person who texts all the time. I don't call you all the time. I'm not trying to be up under you 24/7. Even when I was married, I need my space. So ladies, because you're used to men doing that, when you get a man who's like you, who don't do that, don't then flip and become another person talking about, oh wait, something must be wrong because he ain't, because of what you're used to. Remember, you're attracting what you are or what you desire. And it's going to be a shift. It's going to be a different, and it's going to be an adjustment when you have been with other men who didn't have their stuff together. But like I said, when you get with someone, because when I was younger, I had it. I understood it. My son's father had a job. He had a career. He would work 10, 12, 15 hours. Sometimes I wouldn't see him. Sometimes I would. Sometimes and even if I did go visit, he would sleep most of the time because he had work. When we traveled, he was in the pool on his cell phone working. I wasn't tripping because I could be shopping or doing whatever I needed to do. So you have to know you, ladies, and you cannot dictate a man's love for you based off of his, and I know they actions speak and actions and you, but look, every man shows love differently. So you're going to have to come up. You're not going to have to you should not be trying to adjust to the way a man loves. If that's not how you desire love, if he doesn't make you happy by the way he shows love, then you need to find the right match for your desire for love. If you got to stay single and work on you enough to get there, then that's what you need to do. Because putting the pressure on him to change how he loves, because there's some woman who will accept his love just the way that is. It's not for people to change for you and for you to change for people. It's for you to energetically connect with the right person who has the same type of match as you. That's when two walk together and they agree. All right? So hopefully I've given you a different way of looking at it. Hopefully I've given you a way to transform your mind and your thinking. Stop creating cheaters. Because if he got any type of cheat in him, you're going to pull it out of him. I promise you. If you thinking it and he got any of that in him, that is what you're going to attract from him. Because that's what you're focused on. Now, if he doesn't have it in him, like me, I've been accused, okay? And I don't have a cheat bone in my body. And let me put that out there. So because that is what they, conjured up in their mind, that was their truth about me, one or two things was going to happen. If I had it in me, it would have happened. But since I didn't, I shook the spot. Because I'm not going to sit here and deal with drama that don't belong to me. And that's what happens with men. If you don't trust them, they either gonna, one, become what you don't trust. Two, say, you know what? That's not who I am. She got some issues. I'm out of this. So ladies, if you want to get something, then you need to start focusing on what you want to get, not on what you don't want. Girl, I'm so sick of these. I'm tired of dealing with yada yada. Stop focusing on that. Stop naming the list of what you don't want. What do you want? Dwell on that. Dwell on the good that you do get. And that is what you will continue to attract. That's the key. You could take it or leave it. I'm just telling you. You ain't got nothing to lose. If you ain't tried it, try it. It might just work for you. All right. We have listens. I like to give shout out to my artists. We went from Game Time, New Level 2, In Motion, Turn Up, That Right, Hey, Yes, Midnight by The One. Those were beats by The One, my brother. Shout out to you, bro. I love you. Then we went to Back on Deck by X Rusan and ESO Indies. Waterfall by ESO and King Sis. Sweet Talk, Tyra Chaney. Little Sunday Barbecue by Jesse Lawrence. Bedroom, Loving Caliber. Self-Made Woman by Catherine Appleton. Stay in the Moment, Tyra Chaney. Scream My Name, Tanti. The Fix by Aldous Young. The Morning Light, LM Styles. Club 2000, Aldous Young. The Mirror, Mind Me featuring Emmy. Pebble Song, Good Friends by Revel Day. Someone to Love. Oh What a Life, Spring Gang featuring Shy 5. And we are now listening to Sweet Talk by Tyra Chaney. So, I love you guys. I want the best for you. Enjoy this day. Go take a walk at the park and re-listen to this podcast or listen to it and kind of get outside your box. Get outside your comfort zone and think on things differently. And, do some deep inner healing. You don't need counseling. You don't need no therapist. All you need is yourself. Say, Lock, Tina, Trina, Janisa, Jalila, whatever your name is. Pam, Tam, Cindy, Mindy, Sarah, Farah, whatever your name is. What your name is. Take a walk and say, what am I attracting from people? What is it that I focus on? When I think of him, what is it that I'm thinking? Write it down or speak it out and say, no longer will I do this. Release it into the atmosphere and say, what do I want from him? What attracted me to him? He's loving, he's funny, he's kind, he's generous, he's attentive, he cares about me, he's protective, I feel safe with him, I feel secure with him. Everything that attracted you to him, I want you to focus on that from here out. Say, you know what? He didn't call me today, but he makes me laugh. Every time I think about him, I just laugh or da. Think on those things that are pure, which are just, which are honest, which are virtue, which are any praise. Think on those things. As a woman, as a man thinketh in their heart, so are you. So do you become. So do you deal with. So do you experience. If you want it to come into your experience, keep thinking about it. All right? In Love with Myself, Catnip featuring Milva. Get in love with yourself. Once you get in love with yourself, love with somebody else is easy peasy. All right? I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to hurt you. 'Cause I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with myself. Y'all know I like to play. All right, y'all. Peace out. This has been your girl, Coach LockMarie. I will see you on the next episode.